What's up guys, today we have a tier list and we have some weapons. Now first of all, these are not normal weapons, but these are mythics from this season, chapter 5 season 3. We're gonna rank from assault rifles to melee weapons, but first if you're gonna enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe and like for more like these. If you're not familiar with the tier list, the S tier means it's the best and the D means it's the worst one. First of all, we're going to start with assault rifles. So the machinist combat assault rifle is the only AR in the chapter 5 season 3, which is mythic and is a boss weapon as well. You can get it after defeating the machinist boss at Red Line Break. It does 25 damage to players. I think it's one of the best weapons this season. It has a fire rate of 8.8, a reload time of 2.6 seconds, which is a bad thing. So I'm gonna list this weapon as an A tier, just because how fast it fires and how you can use it for mid-range and also close range. Secondly, we've got shotguns, and the first one that we're gonna check out is Cerberus Gatekeeper Shotgun. Now this was introduced in chapter 5 season 2, which was a boss weapon in that season, but now it's an NPC weapon. You can get it by challenging and dueling Cerberus NPC at Grim Gate. It has 3 bullets. It does 146 damage on headshots, but 3 bullets, I mean, come on. The reload is also fast, but the 3 bullets gonna give it negative points. In my opinion, it should be on tier B, as shotguns are useful in close combats. For someone like me who's bad at hitting his shots, I think it can be pretty bad when you run out of ammo. Next, in the shotguns, we have Oscar's Frenzy Auto Shotgun. This gun was added in chapter 5 season 1, and this too was one of the boss weapons that you could get by defeating Oscar boss. But now in season 3, Oscar is a non-player character at Grassy Course, so you have to duel or challenge him to get this weapon. It's pretty much like a tactical shotgun from chapter 1, but I think it's even better than that because it can hold 8 to 12 shells depending on which magazine it uses. Now for the mythic, it on default is using the drum shotgun magazine, which means it has 12 bullets per magazine. You can just run and shoot players without having to reload every second. But then again, if you run out of ammo, you're going to have a very bad time because it takes 4 whole seconds to reload this weapon. So we're gonna put it right next to the assault rifle in the A tier section. Next up in shotguns, we have a combat shotgun. Now we all love combat shotguns, especially players like me who love sniping people with shotguns. The Megalodon combat shotgun has an extreme range for a shotgun. It can damage players from 60 meters away. Of course the damage is lower because you're so far away, but it also depends on the hitbox. It does 117 damage to the head and 78 to the body from a close distance. It can also be called an automatic shotgun, but it's not like auto shotgun where you have to reload after you have emptied your magazine. You can reload in between and put 1 shell each at a time, which gives you the freedom to shoot and reload at the same time. So you could be walking around shooting and reloading while building and running. I mean, you can do anything with this weapon. So in my opinion, I think we have our first S tier weapon. Again, it's all personal opinion. Also, you can get this by defeating Megalodon boss at Brutal Beachhead. Okay, let's move on. Now we have a pistol mythic and it's a hand cannon. It's not like a normal Fortnite Desert Eagle or hand cannon. It's worse than that. It takes heavy bullets with a very poor fire rate and it only does 103 damage. That too in a certain distance, because its damage decreases with range, and if you miss your shot, you'll alert everyone on the map. It could be used along with a shotgun, but that would only work if you have a really good aim. And it also does very little damage to builds compared to the older hand cannons, so you cannot just FBI open up with this hand cannon. So I think it's a D tier weapon, and it's also not worth it because you can only obtain it by claiming the loot island flag, which is pretty hard to claim because the whole lobby usually is on that island. Next we have an explosive mythic called Ringmaster Boom Bolt, which is basically a crossover between crossbow and boom bow. It has similar fire rate to the hand cannon, but its reload time is slower. It's 2.5 seconds. It's got more range than Desert Eagle. I mean the hand cannon, and it does damage based on how it explodes close to another player. So if it's really close, it can destroy someone, but if it's not close, then it's not going to do anything. It was nerfed by Fortnite, and so that's why I'm gonna put this in the C tier, slightly above the hand cannon. The hand cannon is the worst, obviously, but it's not better than the shotguns and the assault rifle. Also, the boom bolt can be found at the Nitro Drome after defeating the boss Ringmaster Scar. Now last we've got a melee mythic weapon, which is rare in Battle Royale Fortnite, except when we have a Star Wars collab. The Megalodon Nitro Fist can deliver a punch, causing the player to be propelled forward and deal 3 distinct combos of 55 and 70 damage. You can also perform an uppercut using an aim button. It has 5 charges, which takes 11 seconds to replenish each one of the charge, and it's the best for mobility. I think it would have been S tier if they hadn't nerfed it, so I think I'll put it in the A tier because it's not the best damage wise. Overall, for mobility, it's the best. These fists can only be obtained by defeating Megalodon in Brutal Beachhead or a Warbus Convoy. I think that's all the mythics from this season. Let me know in the comments how would you rate these mythics. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.